Hello, everybody. Welcome tonight. We're so thrilled that you're here and that you're choosing to spend some time with us and take a deeper look into who is Juice Plus. I'm going to share with you some of my family's health journey over the last 20 years, and also why I chose to partner with this company all those years ago as well. So we're going to dive into all of these different components. So let's get started. And I know some of you are already taking Juice Plus. You're already on some of those products, and then maybe you're here, you want to just learn a little bit more about the products themselves, and then also the company behind them and the mission that we are on to help people, share these and help others in our lives. So we're going to start with a definition of a world leader in plant-based nutrition. I know that sounds like a big mouthful, but really we are. There's lots of products out there. If you go to any store, vitamin store, it's shelves after shelves of different options. And I remember that being overwhelming to me as a new mom. I just didn't know a lot about nutrition. I wasn't sure what to give to our family, what we should be taking. And yet I did understand fruits and vegetables. And that's really what caught my eye. My son was a year old. He just was becoming a really picky eater. I was concerned about that. And he was little to be that picky. And yet, as we just learned more about this whole food nutrition, I recognized this is the easy button I had been looking for, and I couldn't imagine the rest of my life without it. And I'm telling you, over those years, we made some changes along the way, but this was the one simple change we made that made the biggest impact on our health. And really, it's the nutrition of over 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries. Now, these plant powders are minimally processed. That's really important to know. And that includes the capsule and the chewable base, which are both tapioca. There's chewables for children or adults, because I know some adults don't like to swallow capsules. And I like just eating the gummies or the chewables, especially the purple ones, the berries and grapes. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They are gluten-free. All of our products are gluten-free, actually, and made without GMO ingredients, which is also super important. And one of the things about our third-party NSF certification is, and I'm going to read this because I thought it was really important, is that this means that it's tested for purity and it's clean, that those powders, those plants that are in there are pure and they're clean plants, because that certification is outside of our company and they look to make sure. And that meant something to me when I was giving it to my babies, when I was taking it as my prenatal, when I was pregnant. And if I was going to invest in something for 20 years, right? I wanted to know, was this actually going to be healthy for my body? And that is just super important to me. So not only do we have those plant powders, we also have an omega blend that has no fish, so no nasty fish taste or smell. And this is naturally balanced blend of omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Which is really important. And I'm also going to read this because I was on a health event the other day that talked about why 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, understanding that they all have a little bit of a different function within our bodies. I just knew of omega-3s, and that was from a fish source. So I was thrilled when they came out with a plant-based and it didn't have that fish smell and taste. And if you don't mind, if you can mute yourself, that would be helpful for all of us. Okay, so omega-3s are good brain food. All right. Omega-6s reduce inflammation. So omega-6s sometimes get a bad name because people don't understand there's a difference between a highly processed heated oil that creates an omega-6 and then like an omega-6 in ours from minimally processed oil. So minimally processed omegas are going to be really good at reducing inflammation. The omega-5 inhibits inflammation in your body. And omega-7 actually promotes healthy growth of hair and equalizes your blood sugar. So that's kind of cool. And then 9 actually affects that that HDL number that we are all looking at. So that was interesting to me. I had no idea the impact that omegas made, but I can tell you once I started adding those in around 6 or 7 years ago, I could tell I was just able to handle life better. My moods were balanced. I didn't get as frustrated or upset about things. I could really tell I was just more calm. And we know that that's partly because your brain is made of fat, and this is really good fats for our brains. So this is the basic core. When we talk about taking your Juice Plus, that's what we're talking about: the fruit, the vegetable, berry capsules, those powders, and the omega.
Is it?
So this is what we would call the quad. So this is the fruits, vegetable, berries, and omega orders. That's the quad, whether that's in a chewable form or a capsule form, either way. So this is sort of, like I said, the basics of what we have. And then the Juice Plus Complete is in a shake and a bar form. So this is really delicious on-the-go plant-based nutrition. Now, I want to share something else I learned with you guys today, that, it's just super important that we have enough of these plants into our diets on a daily basis, because if this is really what is going to feed the good bacteria in our guts. So think about it this way. This is what one of my friends, Laura, said. She said, the best laboratory is in your colon. The polyphenols in our capsules and the polyphenols plus the fiber in our complete, so that's what this is, that picture there of the smoothie is complete, actually feed the good bacteria in our guts and allow them to thrive and to grow. So the vast majority of bacteria that resides in our gut are so delicate, they cannot survive outside of the colon. And that's why a prebiotic function of plant food is way more effective than taking a probiotic, and that probiotics can be used to target specifically. But if you're not feeding your colon and your gut system plant foods, then those good bacteria cannot flourish and multiply like they're supposed to. So that is one of the benefits to this that I think gets overlooked with the complete. It really is a better choice for meals. It makes for a really simple meal. It's 3 minutes. I can make a shake. I'm out the door with it, or I'm able to drink it. It's minimal cleanup. It's one less meal I have to think about eating healthy, of what that looks like, right? So it's a balanced mix of carbohydrates, great source of protein, fiber, and it's just great. It's high quality plant proteins as well, also gluten-free, and of course non-GMO ingredients, so tested for that purity. Oh, we went backwards somehow. Sorry about that. Okay, so our third option is to grow your own food indoors year-round. I mean, seriously, this cannot get any easier. I did not have a green thumb when my kids were little. I said, look, I'm trying to keep them alive and we're just surviving here. I don't have time for plants. Now that they're older, I have a lot of plants and it's really exciting, but my tower garden is the one that brings me the most joy. I bought that about 11 years ago. Every year I'm getting produce off of it. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. It's actually paid me back in so many different ways. This is really cool because it doesn't use any soil and it waters itself, which is why mine stayed alive even when I had little kids. And it really uses 98% less water, 90% less space. Lots of people are wanting to grow their own produce because they want it to be clean. Nobody touches that except for me, as I cut it off, put it right into the salad. You can grow a lot of different things indoors: herbs, lettuces, kale, celery. I grew cucumbers, even green beans on my tower a couple of months ago. I just took those plants out and it really produces up to 3 times faster with only the water and the mineral blend that gets put into the bottom of that tank. So if you're looking to grow your own produce, this is really something I think you should look into. It's fascinating, it's interesting, and it really does work. So this company is definitely committed to the science behind our product. We have third-party clinical research. Now, why is that important? Third-party, meaning it's outside of us. Clinical means when people take the product. So when we're talking Juice Plus capsules, when people take the capsules or drink the shakes and even the omegas, we have research with it all. What are the results that they get? And that really makes a difference because these are published studies in research journals showing these benefits to us. I mean, if we're going to invest in something, if I was going to take it 20 years and give that to my children when they were little, and through these years, I'm going to show you some pictures of our journey. I wanted to know, like, is this a good investment? Was it something that was going to be investing in us? And we know that absolutely it is. So this research is conducted by researchers at leading hospitals and universities around the world, independent of us. And they really show a wide range of healthful benefits. If we had time, guys, I would be on here for another hour sharing the research results with you, because that's what gives me confidence. I can share this with anyone. It's not even my story that impacts somebody, it's their health need. And I'm able to connect such a simple product of fruits and vegetables in a capsule that people understand to the solution that they're already looking for. And we know that I can share with them how the research shows it will benefit their family, because it's such a wide range. So if you like research, I'm telling you, you got to dig into this. It's pretty fascinating. One of the studies that we have is called our Healthy Starts for Families. And this program really makes good nutrition and healthy living a family priority. So not just the mom or dad taking and adding this nutrition into their life. It's really knowing, okay, if mama ain't healthy, ain't nobody healthy, right? So if they could add healthy benefits of this product to a family's diet, starting with mom, but not having mom choose, do I take this for myself or give it to my child? This company has a generous heart. They have given free Juice Plus to over 1 million kids. I think it's close to or right at 2 million kids over the years. Crazy. And here's what the parents reported back to them. After 1 year, so this was parents and kids, 61% were eating more fruits and vegetables. Win-win, like all of our kids, we want them eating more produce, right? 71% were consuming less fast food and soft drinks. And I really think that's because of the education that comes with Juice Plus, and also something called metabolic reprogramming. When you flood your body with good, your body starts to crave those nutrients, and those little guys do too. It's pretty amazing. 66% were visiting the doctor less. And I can tell you that is absolutely true for our family. 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter or prescription drugs. And mamas, I don't know about you, but those things add up. Co-pays and cough syrup and all of those types, missing work if your kids are sick, that's money back in my pocket that I'm able to invest in this healthful nutrition. So I'm super thankful that we've known about that. And it's really why I share. This company is definitely customer centered. We're all about helping to educate our communities around us, our families, our friends. We talk about one simple change. Just make one change of adding this good nutrition, flood your body with good, and then let your body do its job. This isn't about rigid diets or demanding exercise programs. And so when people talk about they want to do something for their health and come January, they're thinking about it, right? I know you guys are probably thinking about it too. We know that, by and large, New Year's resolutions don't even last a week, much less 3 weeks or into the year. And why? People decide they're going to make this big change, and change is hard. But this is one simple change, the 3-second habit, tossing those capsules or chewables in, flooding your body with all of that good, and then letting it do its work. So it's a sustainable change. And that really is what creates a lifestyle. And that lifestyle is where true prevention and health is. So this is an excellent first step that a lot of people can adopt and really connect with. And the company actually rewards us for sharing with others. They're going to have a really cool referral program that comes out this next year in 2023. I'm looking forward to that for referrals from our customers. And I don't exactly know how it's going to work, but we know word of mouth is how things are shared. I mean, think about that. When you go to even Amazon and you're going to order something, you're looking at the reviews, right? Like, what did other people say about this? What is the difference that they were able to see in using this? What do they like about it? And when you're looking at that review process, that's often what helps you make the decision. And so how many times have you been looking for something new? Even this week, I posted, hey, on Facebook, what's a good online exercise program or app that you're following? I wanted to know, what are my friends using? What are they doing? And it's us that get into conversations with with our friends and family, and we hear the need with them. And then we begin to share what we're personally taking, why we're excited, and what we use and the changes that we've seen. And it really is a word of mouth type of company because we are mission driven. We're a community that is all about helping other people around us, not just in conversations with us, but also giving back through the Juice Plus Foundation from a corporate side. We are the largest contributor to the St. Jude Memphis Marathon weekend. Actually, we took over that and we're completely in charge of it. And we have raised so much more money over the years. A lot of people get involved either in donating money or actually raising funds by running. You can see some of the other things on organizations on the bottom of the screen that we contribute to. And one of those is the Boys and Girls Club of America. And this company has committed to get a tower garden into every Boys and Girls Club for free in the whole United States. It's really a company that gives back in such a big way. So if you've never checked out the Green Bronx Machine, I encourage you to look that up online. What he is doing in the Bronx with the Tower Gardens and the schools is just fantastic. It's so encouraging to see somebody making such a big difference. And I love being a part of a company that really teaches us to give back through their own contributions and what we're able to contribute to as well. So the company's mission statement is to inspire healthy living around the world. This company was founded in 1970, which is interesting to a lot of people. They don't realize how long that it's been around because they were about water filters and air filters to begin with. And then in the early 90s, they introduced these fruits and vegetables in a capsule. So it's plant-based products that really make healthy living easier. And this is a global company. We're in over 25 different countries around the world. A lot of people think of Juice Plus as just kind of the one person that has shared with them in their life, but don't understand the huge impact that we're having in so many different areas of this world, not just in the United States. So maybe you see one of the countries here on this list, you have family or friends there. That's pretty cool because we get to have a global business as well. We're able to share in all of those with that same franchise fee. So these are the current markets. I believe Portugal has already opened and maybe even one more because I was thinking it was 48 at this point. So really pretty fascinating. And it's a proven business model all through the world. And it's the business model that we all use. And I want to share with you our unique business model. We kind of took the best of 4 different business models that are out there. So direct sales, that's person to person sharing something that's working for them. Network marketing is another business, also working through the network of people, but also thinking of in some ways like a broker for real estate. That broker has different real estate agents on their real estate team, and then they go to help, they go to the broker for help, and then the broker gets a part of the sales that each of those agents do. So that's sort of on the same plane as network marketing, as we're thinking of building a team of people with us to share with the people that they know. And then you've got franchising, which is really a clear model of how to share and sell a product. So the franchising side is also where the corporate side of Juice Plus, the company, comes in because they do a lot of the things for us, like processing the orders and the payments for our customers. They ship to our customers. If you order Juice Plus, you recognize you don't order directly from the person that shared with you. It comes from the company itself and you pay the company. So within that franchise system, we're not having to figure out what am I going to invent and come up with and market. They help us with all of those things. And we're marketing a product that has been proven, like we spoke of. And then also on the corporate America side is a benefits package, full benefits. So I'm going to talk to you about that. Now, there's great things and some not so great things about each of these, right? I know that I've seen that, play out in different friends' businesses or even in their jobs and careers. But there's some great things about each of those as well. And really, the Juice Plus company pulled the good things out of each of those and came up with their own business model that's just kind of hard to describe as one of these because it has different components. And it's actually added an additional one that we recognize. There's also a side of affiliate marketing that comes with Juice Plus. And when you think of an affiliate, you think of using somebody's link to purchase something, and then that person gets some income from that purchase through that link. Sort of the same thing. We have a link as partners with Juice Plus. We can share that link. Somebody can order off of the Tower Garden and then Tower Garden website or Juice Plus website. Then we get that customer back, and then we're able to take care of that customer and give them really good care. And so that's sort of an aside of affiliate marketing as well. So now it's kind of a unique business model of 5 different components that a lot of people do connect with and understand. And, our model is unique. It's only $52 for an annual sign-up fee. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever looked into buying a franchise, but we have looked, and it's usually $52,000 or more. My husband is all about business, and we've looked into a lot of different things, and to have a startup, a turnkey business right away is for $52 is just unheard of. And I think sometimes people don't take it as serious as they would if they had spent $52,000 on this business, like really understanding it can be a very lucrative business and building something incredible from your family, because this allows you to work from anywhere. It has a very focused product line. We went over that in just a few minutes. It's not a catalog of a ton of products. It's consumable products. I have customers that have eaten Juice Plus with me for 19 years. Like, they wouldn't have bought a necklace every month for me from 19 years ago, but they do continue to take it because of the impact it has had on their health. And that is really something that builds residual income, or income that just is coming in each month because you have customers that are still continuing to buy that product. This can be full-time or part-time. I've worked this both, even with little ones at home. There's no inventory that we have to stock. We have very low overhead. I don't have to rent a building, that sort of thing. We have so much support from the business corporate side. Commissions and levels are permanent, which is a very unique aspect to our business as well. And there's no glass ceiling. So there's no limits to what you're able to make and what you're able to do with this. And then there's even at the upper leadership levels, a business incentive bonus, which is something that we can put back into our team and into our customers to help build and grow what we're working on. So it's really a big help. And it is an equal opportunity for all. So you've heard about the gig economy. It's definitely here to stay. Think about all different ways that people are finding a way to build a second stream of income. And guys, I cannot tell you how important it is. I don't know if you've noticed, like, catastrophes and like washing machines breaking, they never give you an email or a text or a heads up, hey, we're about to go out, right? Like, to have the income to be able to replace that when you need it, there's such peace of mind to that. And that really is, having another source of income, something else on the side that you're able to do. And it's not just the economy, the impact that it has on your finances. For me, I wanted to stay home with my kids. That was really an important part of something that fed my soul, to be home with them. And this was a way that I could stay home, but I could also contribute financially to our family in a very sustainable and stable way that had a big impact on us. And so maybe you're looking at retirement and it's fun for a few, months or maybe even a couple of years, but then now what do you do? Everyone deserves to wake up with passion and purpose. And this is really a way that can make a big impact on people's life and as much time as you're able and wanting to put into it. So a lot of people are looking to do something on the side. Maybe we're not all going to want to be an Uber driver, but if you can get excited about fruits and vegetables and you can get excited about the people in your life that you want to share this with, this might be something to look into. So global health and wellness economy is predicted to reach over $6 trillion by 2025. Health and wellness is here to stay. And if the last 2 years haven't taught us anything, then we have not had our eyes open. It is so important to have, stable health that we're able, and bodies that are able to handle what's thrown at us. Quality of life is super important. And we have something to offer on both of those sides. So you really get to earn from the very start. You immediately begin to earn with a 10% sales profit on your own orders, which is cool because that's the product that I consume myself, that my family takes. I'm getting a 10% savings on that, or like a rebate back to me. And then anyone that I ordered with, I knew right away I was going to be sharing with my parents, my sister. I had friends that had picky eaters as well. And I just felt like I had this moral responsibility, like this ethical responsibility to share with them. How do I have this great tool and resource as a young mom and not share it with other people around me? And I heard the need in so many different conversations that I was able to say, hey, this is what we're doing. You might be interested. Can I send you some information? And so then you get to earn an additional 5% on your orders and then those of your team members. So like I shared with my sister and she wanted to order for her whole family. So she became a team member or a partner sometimes, or an affiliate. We use different words to describe that. And I helped her develop that in sharing with the people around her. And that's really just this network that gets built of people in our lives that we were able to help together. And it was a lot of fun to work with her. And I had other friends that said yes to the same thing. And I really started to see that impact grow. And it was very rewarding. You know, it wasn't just about the title rewards and getting to the next position, although I like a challenge. I also saw that my heart was warmed by that. We call it the helper's high. When you have somebody come back and tell you thank you for investing in their health, it's really encouraging. And then when you see the income come in for that family and that mama be able to stay home with her kids, or the car be able to be paid off, or the mortgage payment being able to be made, you know, replacing retirement income, it's really just a fascinating experience to be a part of that with other people too. So in your first 3 months, you can earn rewards from $50 to $2,400 or more. And that income is just based on title and sponsor rewards, not even the paycheck for the products that people are going to be consuming. So there's many other ways to earn income with this company: sales, profit, commissions, bonuses, and even some more things that way. So your earnings are based solely on the results of your time and your effort. We say you're a blessing whether you share this a little bit or a lot, and it's so true. There were times when I could just share with a few people, and there were other times where I was really able to serve in a big way and host events where I was educating the people around me, the other moms in my life and people in my community. And I could do that as seasons of life came in and out. I was able to, you know, lean in or lean back out as I needed to. And that flexibility was just something that really made a big difference for me. And I realized the people that had shared Juice Plus with me, they were doing well. Like what they were setting their mind to and their goals, they were achieving those. And I thought, why not me? You know, I did not go to college. I chose not to go to college. I wanted to be home with my kids. I had worked as a dental assistant before they were born, but I also knew our family was going to need some extra income. With inflation that's going up, I know that that's a big deal to a lot of families right now. And I loved the option not to have to choose between one or the other. I could really do both. And you get to earn more as you do more. You have a community of people that work with you and walk that path with you. I didn't know anything about nutrition. I knew nothing about business. I was 24 when I started. I honestly, I knew nothing, but I did know I loved people. I cared about people and I wanted to help them with their health. And I was loving what we were taking. I was loving the changes that we were seeing. And like I said, I love the challenge. And so I just said, well, what's next? What's next? Tell me what's next. And I was willing to do what they suggested, and it worked. It worked. And I learned a lot of new things along the way. So it's a great company. So you get to start earning with Juice Plus. The more customers you add, the more you earn. The more team members you add, you really multiply your earning and that impact. And I love this quote that our earnings are a direct reflection of the number of lives that we're impacting. with our Juice Plus products in our business. I've had other businesses before. I've had different jobs where I didn't really feel like I was making an impact or making a difference. But I know that the time that I do invest in this is investing in others. And that income is a reflection of that. And it's something that I'm super proud of. So a life of choice cannot be a passive ride. It is bought by daily choices. And so I want to share some pictures with you. Like I said, this has been a 20-year journey for us. From babies. That was our first child, Colin, in 2003 that we were introduced to this. Used Juice Plus as my prenatal with my girls. That's there at the toddler stage, elementary school, and teenagers. Now, I have to tell you something cool is that through the teenage stage, they kind of all went through this, like not taking Juice Plus and, I just keep forgetting. They kind of had to come to this on their own understanding. And all three of them are now taking Juice Plus without me nagging them or saying anything, because they've heard the stories over these years. They know the impact of this plant powder in people's lives, and they saw a difference not having it in their life, and now they choose to take it by themselves. And I'm just so thankful. Guys, I was sick a lot as a child, a lot. Strep throat all the time. I've been able to reverse that disease process in 1 generation. My kids have gone to the doctor very few times, like 2 times their whole life. Very, very different. I learned from this community. It was my job as a mama to keep them healthy. It wasn't the doctor's job to get them healthy. This community taught me, just different tools and resources to use to help support their bodies. And one of those was Juice Plus. My husband had pneumonia 3 to 4 times, twice a year for 4 years in a row, and always had upper respiratory infections, caught every cold that came around. It would be weeks of a cold that would turn into something year after year. Our first 4 years of marriage, we started introducing Juice Plus, and that was the one change that he was willing to make at the beginning. And then over time, we made other food choices. But I'm telling you guys, he got his life back, life changing. It's been 20 years. He's never even had an upper respiratory infection since then. That's huge. That's so huge. It wasn't getting better on his own. He was getting sicker as we went along. This change, feeding his good gut, fueling his body with plants, that's what made the difference for him. And it was really, as we saw those changes, again, I couldn't help but share this with others. How can I have this? And this life of choice that I talk about, it wasn't a passive ride. It didn't just happen on its own. I was intentional. I made choices on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, sometimes on a monthly basis, that really built those choices into our family to where I could say yes to what I wanted to say yes to, and I could say no to what I didn't want to have in our lives. And it made that impact. And so it's why I invite other people to join us. And I have to tell you about this as well. This is the family benefits package that we have as part of the leadership within the Juice Plus company. This is something I had my eyes set on from a very long time ago. I just knew this would be smart. It would be smart to have an option for benefits outside of what my husband was able to provide. If something ever happened to him, I wanted to be able to fully provide for our family. And definitely I have been. This is full medical insurance, dental insurance, vision, life insurance, long-term disability, chiropractic care, family tuition reimbursement, and then monthly expense allowances as well, that we had talked about earlier. So again, this is huge. You don't typically see this. In fact, this is the only company I know of in the network marketing realm that offers this. And this is often why people say yes to it, because their family, they want to have these options for their family. And this one was a big decision maker for us. So I just want to encourage yourself. Where do you see yourself? And what I've shared today, we have a couple of different options. One is to eat Juice Plus. So an eat and share is what we call it. Order Juice Plus for your family. Just get started. You've learned about it. You've probably watched some videos. If not, we encourage you to learn more, get your question answered. But really, this is such an easy, simple step that makes such a big difference. Share it with other people in your life. Who do you know that you say you love and care about that need this nutrition? We can say that we love and care about them, but how do we have something like this and not share it with them? And then really looking and making an impact by contributing to your community through education and connection, and then building something amazing for your family's future. What do you have to lose? It's a $52 investment. That's a small price to buy a business, to buy a franchise. And what do you really want out of your life? When you're looking at this next year, what do you want to keep? What do you want to toss out? What's serving you well? What isn't? What needs to change? And you've heard this before. If you want something to change, you need to change, right? Like, changes have to be made for things to change. That sounds redundant, but sometimes we just need to keep it that simple. And this change can have such an impact on both your health and your finances. And so I just encourage you really to reach out to the person who invited you. Start your Juice Plus journey today. Say yes. You just never know where it's going to go, right? It was something I did. I just kept saying yes to the next thing. Okay, I'll figure it out along the way. The cool thing is that we have people to walk this journey with you. You're not alone. And we're going to help you every step of that way to achieve what it is that you're looking for. So I just want to thank you for joining us tonight. Please do get back to that person. They cannot wait to talk to you. And we just thank you so much for joining in with us.